Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another brand new exciting show of Avotech Show. Thank you so much for those people who watched the previous show. If you haven't watched the previous show, we have done so many. There are a couple of videos online on our YouTube channel. Go watch them. Tell us what you think. Give us a good review if you think that the show is good. If not, tell us where we can improve. Tell us the gadgets you want to see on the show. Tell us what you want us to review. Thank you so much for the comments. And it's been an amazing journey. So on today on the Avotech Show, we have these two gadgets. It's the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung S22 Ultra Galaxy, both released in 2022. Now, if you haven't watched our previous shows, this is the first time on Avotech. We have done a review of each phone separately. So now today we have both of them. We're going to do a comparison of these two phones, the Samsung and the iPhone, one of the major rivals in the telecommunications in the mobile device industry. So we're going to do the review of iPhone 14 Pro and Samsung S22 Galaxy Ultra, the comparison. So without further ado, let's shout out to our sponsors of this video, that's sleekgadgets.ke, your number one phones and phones accessories and everything electrical plug in Nairobi and the whole entire country of Kenya. Any device that you want, any phone that you want, any phone accessories, any devices from Samsung, iPhone, OnePlus, itel, is there any other eyes? No. Infinix, whatever. NJBL speakers, Bluetooth speakers, Bluetooth headphones, phone accessories from chargers, earpods, AirPods, earphones, headphones, everything with phones. So let's start. Number one. So as you know, if you've been to Avotech, you know, every gadget that you review, the first thing we check is the design and build. So when it comes to design and build, this is the iPhone 14 Pro. Squarish style. It's more, it has a square rounded edges. It has a stainless steel ceramic shield front glass. This has an aluminum frame with Gorilla Glass front and back. It has square-ish, more like the Note series, and it's quite big. The first feel is one. The S22 Ultra is bulky. One, the screen size, it's way big. It has a 6.8 compared to the 6.1 on the iPhone. If you look at both of them, this is the difference in size. So difference in width. Of course, the iPhone is fatter. Thick thigh save lives. Oh, thick thigh. Okay. iPhone is fatter. Basically, that's what I try to mean. So it's more sleek, but it's heavier compared to this. This is more compact. So if you're looking for something compact on the design and the build, you go for iPhone. Then the iPhone Pro, the iPhone Pro has a ceramic shield, both front and back. So it doesn't slide. It's a bit comfortable when you're holding it. It's matte. The glass is matte at the back, and then the front you have the OLED screen. It's a 6.1 inches compared to the 6.8 on the S22 Ultra. So in terms of the display, iPhone 14 Pro comes with a Super Retina XDR OLED, 120 Hz refresh rate with a ProMotion HDR 10 Plus with 2000 nits in terms of brightness. The Galaxy S22 Ultra, it comes on AMOLED 2 times, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR 10 Plus. It has 1750 nits peak brightness. So in terms of brightness, this picks it. So in terms of also what we call, we'll get there, that's the screen. The display quality will get there. So that's the main thing in terms of colors that it comes with. So based from the info from iPhone, the iPhone comes with space black, silver, gold, and deep purple. The S22 Ultra comes in black, white, green, and burgundy. Whatever color burgundy is. Oh, this is burgundy. This is burgundy. This color is burgundy, I think so. So yeah, burgundy. This is gray or space black or silver. Yo, which color is this? And which color is this? Is this purple or burgundy? Yo, I don't know. Tell me. Which color is this? Which color is this? Which colors are those? Are these? Are those? Yo, tell me. So those are the colors comes in. In terms of weight, they say that the iPhone weighs about 206 grams. This weighs about 228 grams. S22, of course, is heavier. Now, in terms of the design, what we compare now, both phones are water resistant. Okay, IP68 rated. iPhone up to 6 meters for 30 minutes. S22 Ultra up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. So iPhone is short but can go deeper. Long, but that means size doesn't, no, okay, it matters. Sorry. So when it comes to display, in layman's terms, basically, this is HD, this is 2K. In layman's terms, slightly higher than 1080p, slightly lower than 4K. This has 1440p. That's generally 2K resolution, and that's the whole difference about them. 6.1 inches, 6.8. Refresh rate, both have 120 Hz refresh rate. This is dynamic AMOLED. This is Pro Motion. That's the whole thing. Peak brightness 2000 nits, 1750 nits, and then that's all about the arrays. So the screens, when you're playing, let's play something. Let's play same thing actually. So let's go. So this is the display of the two devices playing the same clip on YouTube. See the difference? So you see the difference in colors. This gives you a high dynamic range of colors. This is a bit, yeah. So see the difference now. This is the difference in the screen. This is the display. So, whoa, huge. If you ask me, this is a huge difference in terms of the screen. So this is it. Which one do you like better? Tell me, which one do you like better? 14 Pro of S22 Ultra, which one do you like better? So this is both of them now in 4K resolution. This is both of them in 4K resolution. So quite a big difference even in terms of the color dynamic range. Which one excites you? Which one excites you? This has more vibrant colors. This is more of a cinematic feel and look. That faded and all that. So yeah. In terms of sound, let's do that now, even we're still here. In terms of sound, this is the sound from the, let me first play. This is the sound from the iPhone, from the S22. So stereo speakers. Can hear the sound. So let's hear this. Stereo speakers.
Hey, hold up. We don't do that here.
You hear the sound? I like the bass in this. It's more, it has more punch than the bass in this. So in terms of sound, I like the bass, the punch in this. This doesn't have that punch. So that's the sound, that's the visual quality you have seen. Yo, tell me what you think. So let's talk about the performance of these two gadgets. So the iPhone 14 Pro, it has a chipset of A16 Bionic chip. That is, it has a 6-core CPU, 5-core GPU, and 16-core Neuro engine. Then it has a RAM of 6 GB, and it has a storage options of from 128 GB all the way to 1 TB. On the other hand, the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, it has a Snapdragon Generation 1. That's most gadgets come with it. In Europe, some gadgets have a different CPU processor. That is the Exynos 2200 Exynos. That's the most of them, they have that, but the Exynos is not the best CPU. It overheats and all that, so that's a disadvantage. The S22 Ultra that has the Exynos 2200 CPU processor, but the Snapdragon Gen 8 is among the best CPU processors. So it's good. It comes with two ranges of either 8 GB RAM or 12 GB RAM. In terms of storage, all the way from 128 GB to 1 TB. So when you're comparing these two, from test done, A16 Bionic chip on the iPhone 14 Pro is more exceptional performance and efficiency compared to the Snapdragon. That is in terms of gaming, multitasking, and in terms of AI applications. So now let's talk about the cameras on the S22 Ultra and the iPhone 14 Pro. So the 14 Pro comes with a 48 megapixels main camera. Then it has a 12 megapixels camera, that's a wide camera. Then it has a telephoto of 12 megapixels. Then also in the options of videos, it comes with ProRes video night mode and cinematic mode. We'll see all about that. Then the front camera has a 12 megapixels. Then the S22 Ultra comes with the 108 megapixels on the main camera. Then you have 12 megapixels on the ultra wide camera. Then on the telephoto one, it has two telephoto lenses. On telephoto one, you have 10 megapixels. Telephoto 2, you have 10 megapixels. So one goes up to 10 times optical zoom. The other one goes up to 3 times optical zoom. Then you have a front camera that has 40 megapixels. So in terms of recording videos, you can record up to 8K video, super steady mode, super night mode, super slow-mo. It can record all that. So now, we'll show the difference between these two phones in terms of the cameras. Look at this, tell me the cameras, tell me how you think. Look at the colors, which one do you prefer, which one do you like? So in terms of the camera, what I can say is that both phones have amazing cameras, but the S22 Ultra stands out with its 108 megapixels main camera and the dual telephoto lenses. That's the 3 times and then 10 times optical zoom. And then this supports 8K video. This supports 4K. So this is more versatile in terms of zooming and video quality. iPhone 14 Pro focuses on the color accuracy and the ProRes, Pro RAW videos for pro users, and the cinematic mode for bokeh style and all that. So the cinematic style on this is all about creating that bokeh effect. It's not that much in terms of, let's say, shooting RAW and all that. They didn't have that in this model of iPhone 14 Pro. So, but you can shoot Pro RAW and all that, and ProRes, but in terms of shooting a flat image, nah, you pass that. So as much as it is there, it's not as efficient as you can tell in cinematic mode now, unless you change into the Pro RAW or ProRes. When it comes to this one, it's better for zooming, and it has, look at the colors. It has vibrancy, so for shooting, for quick shooting here and there, S23 takes it. So in terms of camera work, Avometer will tell us who wins. All right. So the next thing, we go to the battery life of these phones. Now, this comes with a 5000 mAh battery. This comes with an approximate 3200 mAh. The reason we're saying approximate is because they never mention the actual mAh of the batteries on this phone. So that's why we're saying you approximately. So we are not sure exactly where it stands. But this one in S22 Ultra, you can use it for almost a whole day, continuous using without losing charge. I haven't charged it in about 24 hours, and it's at 12% today. I think the last time I charged was about 2 days ago or less. But for 24 hours guarantee, I haven't charged it. Then, and it's been working. Then the charging system, it has a 45 watts charger, fast charging, 15 watts charging wirelessly, 4.5 reverse wireless charging, and then also its battery efficiency and optimization help it not to drain charge very fast. So it's within usage. On this other hand, it has a charging system is 20 watts, not much. It will take you time for it to fully charge. In terms of using it, oil almost a full day again, but not that it you'll have in between. If you get a chance, you'll have to charge it. Then the charging system now is what I mentioned, 20 watts. With cable charging, 15 watts with MagSafe charging or QI wireless charging is a 7.5. That's the normal one. And then it has battery efficiency because of the A16 bionic chip that it has. It's highly optimized. So basically, that's the difference between these two. So S23 Ultra having a higher battery size and capacity, of course, it outshines the iPhone 14 Pro. So now we talk about the software operating on the both phones. Of course, iPhone uses iOS. The iOS on this one right now is iOS 18. When it was launched, it came with iOS 16, so it's upgradable to even the latest versions of iOS. And for Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, came with Android 14, Android 12. No, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra launched with Android 12, upgradable to the latest Android. That's right now I think it's Android 18. It has Android 14. So it's upgradable to the latest Android software. This one goes up to 5 years of Samsung supporting the software updates and everything. This one goes all through. It's long term. It's long term. They say usually it's 5 years. Yeah, it's long term. So both, let's say they have 5 years. Okay, they have 5 years. So this one has Android 14 now. This has iOS 18. So it means they are upgradable all the way up to the day they stop getting the support from the software. So Samsung has a feature called Samsung DeX. So it's more like a desktop experience, more of setup. Connected with a display, and then you can use your phone as a desktop. So you can use anything more it stands out, and you can use your phone as a desktop as you're still using your gadgets. So that's one of the main advantage. For the iPhone people, they give out what you call more of a privacy and security. It's one of the best features on the iPhone. So that's why what stands out on both devices and which comes out best. And then they also offer more customization and flexibility on the S22 Ultra. So this has the iPhone 14 Pro better than its predecessors always. It has the always on display. It has the dynamic island, and then of course the normal one, iMessage, FaceTime, and the whole Apple ecosystem. So that's the advantage of this. So, but with Samsung, I kind of believe it gives you more flexibility and more customization and way to play with your creativity. Another added advantage of the S22 Ultra is the S Pen. So you can be able now to write anything here. You see, sign, say hi, Avotech. You see, my name is Byte Steps. Okay, on this one, nothing like that. So that's one of the added advantage. It gives you that sleek corporate, you get into a meeting and say, yeah, the guys, thank you so much for coming. So first point of the meeting is you write, you change to whatever, you can save, and you're good to go. All right. So that's the main advantage of the Samsung S22 Ultra. It has the S Pen adapted from the Note series, as I mentioned. So if you want to know more about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, watch the video on the review on it. If you want to know more about the iPhone 14 Pro, also the review on it, watch the videos. So now we continue now on the comparison. Now we have compared everything. Now the connectivity of these two phones. When it comes to connectivity, these two phones, they share most of the features. 5G, Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3. So iPhone has 5.3 Bluetooth. This has 5.2 Bluetooth. Then NFC, of course, both of them, they have GPS, same. And then when it comes to SIM support, they both phones, the versions, the models that I have right here, they both support a physical SIM card and an eSIM. So you can make them dual SIM phone. And then it has other features. So for the iPhone 14 Pro, it can charge wirelessly with the MagSafe. For the Samsung, it has a Samsung DeX, so you can connect wirelessly to an extra monitor, or you can have a desktop experience with your Samsung. It also supports reverse wireless charging. So basically, you can charge someone else's phone with your Samsung S22 Ultra. With this, nah. So that's more about the connectivity. Let's talk about the pricing. So this has 12 GB RAM, 256 GB. This has 8 GB RAM, 256 GB storage. So in terms of pricing, so these phones, you can get them now either refurbished or factory refurbished. So for S22 Ultra around Kenya, it starts from 75,000 actually. That's this 256 GB, 12 GB RAM. So from 75,000 Kenya shillings, you can get the S22 Ultra. The iPhone 14 Pro, you can get now from 100,000. Damn, that's the price difference. So which phone do you think is worth? Tell me, which phone do you think it's worth it in 2025? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much. Avocado quote of the day. Be like an avocado. Soft on the inside, but tough on the outside. Stay strong. Stay resilient. Be strong, but let your heart be tender. Just like an avocado. Thank you so much. I'm your host, Bite Steps. Until the next time, see ya.